Okay, I got a bunch of military 223 brass here. I'm going to do some brass prep. It's got a crimp in it. So I just got it all sorted here, all cleaned out because it's all full of straw. And I'll bring it into my gun room now. I'll show you the process of what I do here to clean it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some steel wool and I just go over the necks real quick, throw it in the tumbler, and then I'll let it tumble overnight. So that's what I'm going to do now, if I can find my steel wool. And there it is, steel wool there. So this will take me a little bit, nothing to see here really, other than me cleaning the necks of brass and dropping them in there, and then I'm going to let this run overnight, and then tomorrow I'll deprime them, then I'll get rid of the military crimp, and then I'll anneal them, and that's all to come. Well, good morning everyone. Here I'm back to the brass prep. So I got my tumbler here. It's been running overnight. Actually it's afternoon now, so it's been running a long time. You can see how nice and clean that brass is. So now I'm going to separate it from the media. All I did was build some holes in the bottom of this bucket, and I got this bucket here, and I'll just throw this bucket in. And I usually wear a respirator when I do this because it does get kind of dusty. It's dusty. I'm just going to keep taking it. Probably could have made the holes bigger, but it gets the job done. I can't handle the dust, so I put on my respirator. I only have one set of lines. Okay, that didn't take too long, and you'll see how the brass looks. This is all once fired military style brass. So now I'm just going to make sure that it's all empty and throw it in one of these little baking dishes. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I got them all. You can see how nice and shiny and clean they are. Now I take just a decapping, universal decapping die. And I'm going to take the primers out of all these. And if you do look, these do have the military crimp on them. So I got a primer pocket swager, and I will swage them right after I do this. Well, here am I on the next step. I mounted my primer pocket swager by Dylan. And that's all you do. This will take me a while to do. Yeah, I'll motor through all these. I don't think I have to double pump this, but I do anyways. That's just my thing. So I'm just going to continue on here. There's no sense you guys watching me do all this either. I got these all swaged. I don't know if you can see that, but primer should go in now. So now I'm just going to clean the primer pockets. So they look something like that. I don't know if you can see that, but from that to that. not going to load these. These are just, it's winter and it's cold outside. So it's good to have brass prep. So when I need to load these, all I have to do is resize them and trim them and load them. All the annealing and everything will be done. So now that I've finished cleaning the primer pockets, now I'm doing the inside of the flash holes. Because these were once fired factory brass. It was probably never done from factory, so I like to just deburr them inside. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lot of little pieces of brass that are coming out. Just helps burn the powder more uniformly. These will be used in a precision rifle, and I usually do get these, I want to say like a 1/4 MOA. This one shoots really good with this brass. And I have lots of it. So I'll burn through this and then it'll be ready for annealing, but I don't know if I feel like doing that today. We'll see. But yeah, there's a, I don't know if you can see, but there's a, I've only done a little bit. There's a pile of brass there, and I've only done that many. That's what I'm going to do for the next probably half an hour. And it'll be done, and next spring, if I shoot a match, this brass will be all ready to go. I have a whole bunch of them set like this, ready to go like this. It just makes it a lot quicker. Okay, I just finished depriming all these, swaging all these, cleaned the primer pockets, and cleaned and deburred the inside of the primer pockets. And so just have a look there. All this is what I got out of that by deburring the primer pockets. All I gotta do now is anneal these, and I'm not gonna do that today. I'll continue on another day, and I'll show you the next process, which will be annealing. Hi everyone, okay, it's the next weekend, so this is my brass annealing station, I guess you could call it. So I'm gonna anneal all these 223 brass that I have been prepping. This is the Annealy's annealer. You know, I'm gonna do all these brass here, anneal them all, and they'll all fall into this. So I'll plug this in, turn it on, and then when you look at the flame, there's two stages of the frame. You got the outer and the inner flame. I like to have the inner flame right on the neck, and I'll have it so that just before the brass turns red, it's just turning red, that's when I want it to drop. So that's how it's going to work. So it'll drop. Always turn that one on full. And I pretty much know where this one's got to be. Probably right about there. I'm just going to get the lights here because I always do it in a dark environment. I don't know if you can see that very good, but there's a test brass. That's perfect. I'm not sure about the speed yet. Slow it down just a tad. And I think I'm going to be good to go. So that's perfect right there. So that's what I'm going to go with. Dump those out and I'll start putting in the good brass. Just load a few at a time here just to make sure that it's going to be good. It looks perfect to me. Okay, so I'm just going to fill this thing up, monitor it, and I'll show you as we go. Just turning now and drop. So that's perfect. Okay, this is it for the 223 brass. Just showing you here. Showing you what it looks like here with the light on. You can't really see it sheen, but with the light off, you definitely can. This is my setup. I can do 330 at Lapua, 300 Win Mag, 280. I got these longer wheels here for doing long cases, like 30-06, which I don't do, or 270 and above. And these little wheels are for like 308 and down. And this will be the last one right here. And that's that. But I do have one more that I got to do, because I had forgotten it. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's hot. I dropped it when I was doing them one day, so I think this is like a 6-ton fired one. And I'll just put it with the rest of that lot. And that's that. And I'll shut this off. I have been getting that wheel there a little hot, as you can see. I need to take it off and just sand it down. So I turn the gas off, and this is all the brass. I always use this brass to set the temperature. Like, it gets annealed over and over and over again, but as long as it, just as it starts to turn red, that's when I let it drop. That way I don't have to test the good brass. So let's get this put away, and we'll head down in the gun room and see what the next step is. Okay, the brass is cooled. I'm back in my gun room here. So this brass I started last weekend. I cleaned it really good. It was once fired. It was given to me. I deprimed it. I swaged it because of the military crimp in the primer pockets. I cleaned the primer pockets on the outside. I deburred the inside of them, and now I've annealed them. So basically now all I got to do to this brass is lube it, resize it, prime it, charge it, and seat a bullet. Oh yeah, trim it. So because my trimmer trims off the shoulder of the case, I'm going to wait till I resize these before I trim them. I have this trimmer here. I have the Lyman Case Trim Express. And all you do is you just take this when it's running and push it in. And it's got 1 thou increments on this little wheel. And it works really good, but it does size off the shoulder. There's a little mandrel in there. Right here. And I can change all the different calibers. And this is a 2231. Very easy to set up, very reliable, and it trims very good. I'm sure you guys have seen these reviews on YouTube before. So I'm not going to waste any more of your time, so I'm just going to take all this, dump it in there. We'll throw this piece of paper with everything I did to it on the inside, because I'm sure in months from now when I go to use it, I will forget. And I'll just put it with my other brass, and that's pretty much what I do for brass preps. I hope you liked this short little video. I hope I didn't bore you too much. It's just what I do in the winter time when it's cold outside and I don't have anything else really going on. So I prep all this brass, and in the spring or summer, if I need to reload, it's a lot faster, save me a lot of time. I just grab 50 or 100 and resize them, and away I go. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll have more videos coming your way. Thanks everybody, I really appreciate it.